see this, so they'll be able to get the reses going. There are shots pinging out their way, but for now, it's fine.
Yeah, I think for Alpha 7, we also got to take into account that I think around 20 some points is from one match today. So although the scoreline doesn't look terrible being in 5th place right now, the consistency factor is not great. You know, that is the bad part of showing for Alpha 7. Virtus Pro, on the other hand, I think they've been able to get their points like consistently throughout the day. They have been not major points, but they've still been consistent points. GEEK Xavier, similarly, they're going to pull the same old here. And it is nice that we get to talk about GEEK Xavier in a central position here on Miramar, because I think that Miramar is probably GEEK Xavier's favorite map. And it is because there is so much more space, so much more room to rotate through, that a lot of times you can make these crazy rotates direct center and get away with it because there's just no sightlines looking at you because the map is just that much bigger. So for GEEK Xavier, I'm hoping to see a strong game here from them, because especially in open zones as well, GEEK Xavier favors those types of maps too.
I don't think you can rely on Miramar, though. I don't think you can't rely on one specific map in that way, not in these shorter sets of tournaments. I mean, 18 matches, it does start to get towards average performance stages on 18 matches, but when you're looking especially towards the last chance, especially towards the very, very quick stages that could really get away from you, it starts to get difficult, man. Like, you just don't have as much opportunity to play consistently. You do need those big games wherever you can take them, so
I do
relying
think
on single maps is not viable.
Yeah, I do think that it's not such a bad thing, though, because I think that teams that are good at Miramar are few and far between, whereas teams that are good at Erangel are like a dime a dozen, right? So I think if you're quite good at Miramar and are able to recreate that frequently, that's okay. That's going to get you a lot of points, because it's going to be the amount of teams that win like 3 times in a row on Erangel, it doesn't happen very often. Amount of teams that get top 3 times in a row on Erangel, that doesn't happen very often as well, because it's constantly changing. You might have a team that's slightly more consistent than the other, but if we're able to get like top 3 twice a day on Miramar, fair enough. I mean, that's decent points for you.
Yeah, I think especially when if you're talking about beating bubbles, right? That's where I think that's definitely very impactful, right? Where you're talking about, as you say, getting top 3 in 2 Miramars a day. That may be enough to just get you to 7th place, kind of off the back of whatever you can get from the rest of the matches, even if you're sort of an average performer there. So yeah, absolutely. I think when it comes to talking about a top team, though, it is a big worry if you can't perform at that same level on all of your maps, because if you want to be a world champion, you do need to have that sort of credential in your back pocket. It's not about getting 7th, getting 4th anymore. It's about getting 1st.
I mean, you say that, but Alpha 7 kind of won PMGC purely off Miramar.
Okay, well, there's always exceptions. If you're getting 30 points every Miramar, sure. The arena
well, they
seems to
were
be
getting
delivering
30 points, but yeah, anyway, we'll carry on. We'll have a discussion of another day.
If you get 45 points in Miramar, then sure. Thunder Talk making it real difficult for E Arena right now. They are down to 1. Maybe able to get a res and back up to 2. R8 suffering as well as the Mad Bulls want more. R8, they started very strong, and now they have that 1st place taken from them. That 2nd place now as well, and it looks like they're not going to have too much longer to defend that 3rd place either. Because OG, you know that they're going to want to try and chase that down. A bit of a gap there, but Tulika wants to star points back into the back of the buggy. Not going to find it though. Mori gets out of there for R8. Last player to stand.
Yeah, Mori dipping off into the distance. I don't want to play with this one too much longer. We're already down to 10 teams, 34 players as well. Surprisingly. This is quite a quick game. 20 minutes though on the clock. And with such a open field around us, yeah, it sort of makes sense that we are going to have a pretty rough end game for a lot of teams. Amori spots over towards Tulika, who's currently using the buggy to get some high ground performance. Wolves getting ripped to pieces. Sorry, Xavier getting ripped to pieces by Scarface alongside with Ketch. Xavier down to the 3. Oh my god. Like they sent in the porcupine. They were just getting shredded.
I mean, Ulf still have 2 players as well. They didn't send the backlines in. The first wave did damage. There's an opening there, but the healing's going to be coming through. I don't think Ulf are going to move, though. Kara, in a similar position on that western side, have got 4 players.
Stop this.
I mean, he's got literally no tires on the buggy. He's drifting like an ice skate.
I don't know
what. Cover.
Yeah, just shoot the grenade out the air. That's how you do it.
He's got no meds.
Yeah, I really wasn't entirely sure what the plan was there. Like, make the most noise possible in the slowest vehicle available. Is that what we were trying to accomplish there? Interesting. Thunder Talk with one of the few compounds available. Wolves could head down towards the northern compound there, and you can sort of play out this game in tandem between Thunder Talk and Wolves. They don't really have to fight one another. You can. I think this is one of the few situations I don't see players in PUBG Mobile do this enough, is that you can play this position as basically neighbors, and you help each other until the end, and then you must battle. But you guaranteed second.
I mean, that might be enough for this stage, certainly. GEEK taking shots out towards the forward point of Virtus Pro. As they are 2 and 2 right now. Or actually, no, hang on a minute. Are they? Yeah, they're just 1 and 2. As Malloy is on his lonesome out there. Does have that foothold, though, closer to the circle than either of these 2 other teams. And one of them's going to have to move first. We'll see who it is. Mad Bulls might actually try and backfill this. We've seen crazier things today. That's a big opener as Aragorn take it down very, very low, but survives. Ragnarok trying to break forwards. I wonder if Malloy's going to be able to stop this one from doing too much damage. It's going to be Voston, though. Ever on the swivel, doing work, doing bits for him. Nerzed, next up on the road to go down, and that will be Malloy to take that one. GEEK are sending out 1 by 1. It is not ideal. Certainly not the best way to do things.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Aragon still taking shots over the top here. Virtus Pro, again, quite a messy team, but there is a method to the madness with VP. And that is undeniable at this point.
Ooh, Kara slicing through OG on the western side. To little to no resistance. And Kara happy to have the points from the bottom of the tables.
They'll do the trick for now. I mean, definitely need to get more points on the board, but I think if you're able to get like 20, 25 points, you're at least able to have tomorrow. Like, there's potential to bring that scoreline back up. Because although I say for Mad Bulls, you're able to end the day with 70 points all but settled, there is that outside chance that tomorrow and the day after, Mad Bulls get 0 points both days. So what I can do now, regardless of what position you're in, is only going to give you a little bit more for the next few days. So if this is hurrah for today for Kara, you know, you could even set yourself up with 30 plus points if you're able to get a chicken dinner here.
I mean, ball from Kara's position as well. It's going to be difficult though. Red Talk, who at the top of the tables, they've already got 6 elims, 4 players, all alive, max HP. I mean, that's going to be a difficult challenge to take them down. The question is, will Thunder Talk have to leave? Because Kara have got the outside track, right? They've got that outside ground covered. The ridge lines that they hold, really nice for the run-out cover. You can see they have some man talk with that terrain to play around and vehicles, or as sparse they may be, but to muck around with. Ulf, I think, taking shots up to the north, though. That's going to make it trickier, but Ulf have to move with that circle pop.
Well, there you go. See, Koos is playing the building on the north side. It's like he was listening to the stream or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's a good spot to play. And then they're going to hold down towards VP, and anyone wants to rotate up towards the north. Yeah, I think they're going to regroup back on Koos now, though, which is the smart decision. Leave 2 players down below. Just take shots at Virtus Pro as they attempt to leave. But you're accelerating the game now massively with this circle shift. Towards the dead center of this circle is just this small hilltop you can see right here. In front of the Mad Bulls, which is very, very difficult to play around, but you can at least isolate some fights in terms of the sidelines. That's as best as it's going to give you, but it still, again, is going to be pretty open pitch warfare.
At the moment, I'm looking at where that 7th place is going to end up blank. And Virtus.pro, they're already, I believe, going to be jumping up to at least level with Alpha 7 on a tiebreaker with a placement point they have yet to technically earn on this match, despite being guaranteed at least 1. If they can survive a little bit longer, that could go up to 2. Grab an Elim, maybe. That's what they're looking for, and get over Alpha 7. GEEK Xavier, actually in with a decent shout of getting quite far into this one. Even if it's a tough time. Eren for Ulf, last to stand, drops the smoke, but no more Mad Bulls to actually worry about on the run out. The blue zone, though, that's a bit more of a worry. See the damage it's doing. Goodness me. Grenade actually coming from Virtus.pro over towards Mad Bulls. They may be able to pick up that point here and now.
Okay. Let's see what they get done off the back of VP's push out, but it's pretty good. Takes down Flip, at least. But Wolves are still getting more points off the back of this one, and teams are parting ways with their players. Left, right, and center. That's a nice nade. Little bit short on the pitch.
Does get spotted. Not too sure who that's from, but I think it's the Wolves. There we go. Virtus.pro, you can see they will get locked in at 39 points now. Alpha 7 now, potentially at risk of dropping out, but very unlikely here. Unless, well, the Wolves jump up nice and high, but it will be around that 40-point boundary today to be 7th place. GEEK Xavier with the 1 Elim. They've been quiet in the shack for a while now, but they're going to need to do more to hold off Kara on the western side.
GEEK Xavier still sat strong with inside the shack. And again, you know, getting themselves a nice shot from Parajan. I mean, that is a very, very difficult angle to make work, but that's going to delay in a nasty way as well, John.
Definitely difficult terrain to be moving through now. Kara, CEO, looking to heal before the move. They don't have a lot of time because the zone's going to start to close in 3 seconds. Poser's ankles have been spotted. He's dodging out the way and he's sprayed out. They aren't quite connecting with it in any sense when they go out wide. A lot of ammo already expended on the spray down towards the player behind the buggy, and they're up close. They haven't been knocked yet. There's still time. Levi's down first, but there's the trade from Natey. 1 for 1. The Wolves move in as well. Marceau moving into the high ground on the off angle. Just Paragin on the inside, but the burn is on. It's Coops to do the damage, though, as the Wolves claim the lion's share of the points here.
I mean, Wolves just getting a lot done off the back of this, but Kara, 7 Elims on the game, up towards a top 3. That is a really big result for them. Not quite the chicken dinner that maybe they were hoping for, but it's still very, very good. Thunder Talk looking for the 2nd chicken dinner of the day. The Chinese team who came in today looking fantastically strong with some very good coordination, now looking to drop down a shower of thunder upon the Wolves.
And we'll see if they can convert. Really solidify themselves at the top of the tables. The Mad Bulls wanting to get pushed aside here with Thunder Talk already claiming enough points to surpass them. How much further can they go to lock in their top spot? Kara as well looking to finish their day on a high after a lack of point scoring so far. They'll want a little bit more. And the Wolves, they've been fairly middling today. An entrant from every angle of the tables to close us down.
They know towards the walls now. Kara off in the distance, still attempting to lay down a curtain of smoke to keep them sails safe in between. You can see here so much utility being expended, but most teams now lacking on those smoke canisters. Kara taking damage. CEO last left alive. A little bit of damage done, but Wolves now stay alive with all 4 players. Nasty nade on the outbreak from Thunder Talk. Coops goes down, and now a 4v2.
A reality check from the top of the hill as Thunder Talk able to find 2 almost immediately. Sighting now in the smoke, running around. Here's Higgles on the off angle, looks to give them a good fight, but no, Thunder Talk too much. As the Wolves fall at the final hurdle, they can't keep it going, and it will be Another chicken dinner found for the team from the PEL.
Thunder Talk, just an incredible team today. And I mean, that started off with sightings 180 on the Pompey. Extremely fun stuff. And I mean, holding the heart just a little bit there because it did get hectic towards the end. It's going to get a little bit more hectic with some interviews later in terms of what went down today. But before then, we're going to head to a quick break and we'll be back shortly.